Driving becomes especially dangerous every time winter rolls around. The roads get icy and snowstorms can make visibility difficult. Every time you get behind the wheel after a snowfall, you need to take extra precaution to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. You probably didn't know that one of the most dangerous things you can encounter during a wintry drive is the packed snow on the roof of the other drivers' cars. It might not look like a problem, but it can cause a serious disaster if you're not careful. One afternoon in 2015, only a few hours after a snowstorm hit the area, a man named Jeffrey Coate was cruising along the highway on his way to run some errands. He held off traveling during the storm, but the roads were now clear, and he assumed he had nothing to worry about. But he was very, very wrong. There was a black car several feet ahead of him in his lane. Jeffrey didn't think anything of it at first. Every car on the road was traveling at a safe speed. However, a few minutes into his journey, he noticed little pieces of snow on top of the black car's roof start to come loose and pelt his windshield. Suddenly, Jeffrey saw something that astounded him. The entire sheet of firm snow had lifted off the black car's roof in one solid piece. He couldn't exactly see how big it was because of the distance, but it seemed pretty substantial. The snow peeled off the roof, and because of the speed at which the black car was traveling, it lifted straight into the air. Jeffrey waited with anticipation as the ice sheet flipped through the air. He assumed it would crash on the ground and break into a million icy pieces. But the ice did just the opposite. Somehow, it gained some air and the chunk of ice lifted even higher. Jeffrey figured the driver of the black car probably had no idea it had even happened. Jeffrey certainly wouldn't have noticed it if it had happened to his car either. Second by second, the mass of snow quickly approached the front of his vehicle. He kept waiting for a strong gust of wind to sweep it away into the median, or for the ice to fall to the ground, but it wasn't happening. He had no idea what was about to occur moments later. The chunk of snow was flipping around wildly in the air. Jeffrey thought it was only compacted snow and that it would break away softly before it reached him. The last thing he needed was to have an icy windshield in the middle of the highway. It was too late before he realized he was in serious trouble. The large block of snow from the black car's roof was going to make contact with his windshield directly. Would the snow break apart upon impact, or would it lead to a much more dangerous situation? If you were on the highway and you saw a massive sheet of snow heading in your direction, it would be hard to not immediately panic. Watch the video below that happened to Jeffrey's vehicle as soon as the snow hit his windshield. Yikes! A little bit of snow might not seem dangerous when you're holding it in your mittens, but it can become a deadly weapon at high speeds. Jeffrey was really lucky to get out of there safely.